The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Cards know their own name. Yeah. Everybody squeeze it. So, all right. Okay. Always brings a laugh. Oh. It kind of scares me because you expect to squeeze and go off instead you let go and goes off. Yeah. See. For instance, sir, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike. That's my middle name, Mike. So I can only say that once, can I? I can't make it up again. Okay, I have big cards, I have little cards, Mike. And have you ever lost your cell phone? You ever wanted to? Let me tell you, it's a wonderful hobby to get into. It's a lot of fun. Okay, but a good magician never loses his cell phone, but watch. It's come out of nowhere. So, got pulled over by a policeman. It was a few weeks ago. And he said, "You know why I pulled you over?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "Didn't you read that stop sign back there?" I said, "Officer, I don't believe everything I read." He said, "Oh man," he didn't like that at all. He says, "Let's see your license and registration." I said, "Okay, officer, here you go." Whoa. He didn't like that either, okay? So, of course I got a ticket. So, but I didn't do this for him. For instance, on my dollars here. Because he would have definitely arrested me for this. Because this is defacing money. Yeah. See that? It's a dollar bill. It's illegal to actually rip money because the money has to be used over and over and over again. So this is just an illusion. I'll show you. I'll do it over here too. See that? Really looks like it. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't do this either. I could taste the mint. Okay. Watch. Okay.
That's good.
Can you make money?
Yeah. I can.
We want to do that.
Yes, you can. If you have a dollar bill, I can show you how you can make actually $1 million. Whoops. There. $1 million bill. Now, in actuality, the biggest bill that they made is $1,000, and they don't make $1,000 bills anymore. And actually, a $1,000 bill is a collector's item. If you actually had a $1,000 bill, collectors will pay you $1,700 just for $1,000. Isn't that something? If you had a $1,000 bill, so.
You shouldn't have got rid of that one, Jude.
Yeah, you shouldn't have got rid of that, right? I'm actually a mentalist magician, and that's what I'm best at because the magician that trained me happens to be the world's best for the last 3 years in a row. And if you ever heard of a man named Chris Angel, maybe some of you have. Okay, this magician is with Chris Angel, and his name is Banachek. And Banachek is the very best for the last 3 years, and they have world competition that happens in England. So he's taken it for the last 3 years in a row. So him and I are friends, and so a lot of the mentalism, I love that. I don't do what Chris Angel does, which is called escapism. that can be very dangerous. In fact, the one called Buried Alive, there's actually 11 magicians that lost their lives trying to, something went wrong. What escapism is where you have a real dangerous situation that's going to happen, and you're there, and you can't be there when it happens, okay? And so things can go wrong, and you could actually end up being there. Even Chris Angel's had some mishaps. In fact, he was trying to beat Houdini, where he did what's called metamorphosis. If you're talking to two magicians are talking, it's like two doctors talking. If I said the word metamorphosis to a magician, he would know exactly what I'm referring to, that type of magic. What it is where a person changes positions with another person at an instant, real fast instant. And the one you're most familiar with is the guy that gets into a mailbag, and then they chain the mailbag up. First they handcuff him and put him in the mailbag, and then they put him in a trunk, and then the lady, his assistant, stands up in front of the trunk, takes a canvas, 1, 2, 3, and the third time he's there, where she was there. Okay, and that's the traditional type it is. So Chris Angel wanted to beat that speed, so he decided he wanted to do it with pyrotechnics, which means explosives. So he had, because your eyes, if you see a flash, your eye's pupil will dilate, and for that quick second, he could actually do the illusion. So he's going to try to do it that way. But they used too much pyrotechnics, and it went off, and the girl that was doing it, she got second-degree burns, but she finished the illusion. So I don't recommend, when I teach someone to do magic, I recommend not going that way. And so there's all types of magic. A guy I just taught magic over Busker Fest, about 4 years ago. He wanted to learn magic, so I taught him. And then he came back the next year. I said, "Have you been practicing, Clint?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Can you show me some magic?" He said, "Okay." So he took this bean out of his pocket and swallowed it. And then it opened up his eyelid and pulled the bean out of his eyelid. Yeah. Okay, so that is kind of a different type of magic. I don't do that. Okay, that's called bizarre magic. Okay, that's the one. That's the name of it. That's, say, if you cut your arm and you take a quarter and you push it down your arm and you pull it out with blood, or you swallow razor blades and that kind of stuff. That is called bizarre magic. That's what he does. So he went his own way, but there's still a need for that because he goes over and performs at Pierre's, and the young kids love that. Okay, so I probably wouldn't be near as popular at Pierre's as he is. So, but you probably know Clint. He's now the president of our magic group down in town. In fact, has any of you ever wanted to learn to be magicians? You ever wanted to? Let me tell you, it's a wonderful hobby to get into. It's a lot of fun. It's not real expensive. And it's not like, oh, I can't do that. Anyone can actually do magic. There's basically 3 levels of magic. There's the real easy magic, only may take you 5 minutes to learn. But it's still really thrilling, okay? Then there's medium magic, then when you're cutting people in half, takes a little bit more practice to be able to do that. I'll explain what like mentalism is. I have, what's your name? Denise? Cindy. Okay, Cindy. Okay. I have some cards here. Okay. And you can just pick any card, Cindy. Any card you want. Got one? Okay. I'll turn my back. There's no mirrors or nothing. So you can show everybody here in the room that card. Okay?
Yes.
Now, Cindy, hide that card someplace on your body. I'm with an adult group. I like adult TV. Good. Okay. Now, Cindy, I'm looking in your eyes, and I know that that's a red card. And it's a heart.
That's true.
And it's a very high heart. Doesn't have any numbers on it. It's a jack of hearts.
That's right.
all these cards. That's why Banachek is the very best magician, mentalist in the world. So, but I'm getting up in years. I'm 71, and there's been a lot of magicians who have learned a trade and became very good at it, and then passed away and took it with them. Okay, I can name off magician after magician that has done this. There's a guy that you've never heard of probably, but the magician, you all know his name, is Di Vernon. Okay, he was one of the very best card manipulators. Okay, and he had card illusions that nobody could figure out, but he passed away and never apprenticeshiped those type of to anyone. Well, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd like to see more people learn magic. I'd like to get them started. Let's see. I have a little box here. This is a request. We had, right? You said you liked this.
That's great.
Okay. Check this out. Make sure it's an empty box.
It's empty.
Anybody else want to check it out? Go ahead.
Check it out. We all agree it's empty.
All right.
Right now.
Okay, good. And I have a deck of cards here. There we go. Okay. Now, you see, empty. Okay. Like I say, anybody wants to check it out, you can. And since you like this so well, I think I'll have you be my guard this time, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to put the lid on this box. You put it right here in front of you. Put your hand on top, okay? And there's a term called misdirection. And so I'm going to try to disturb your mind to get in that box. And your job's not to let me do that, okay? Got it? Okay. Got it. Okay. Now, can you shuffle cards?
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes.
All right.
Wow, these are
Let me
stiff.
see if I gave you the right one. Yeah, I did.
Pretty stiff.
Yes. Turn it out, yeah. Okay, is that good? Oh. Okay. See the cards. What's your first name?
Debbie.
Debbie. Big hand for Debbie for helping out. Whenever a magician has someone to do magic for, you should always feel a lot better after you're done doing the magic with them. It's always, you always feel, hey, yeah.
I feel better.
Yeah, okay, Debbie, take any card you want. Look at it. Okay? You can show everybody if you want, or you can have a different card. Would you like a different one? You want a different one?
Yeah, we're good.
You good there? Okay, you can show everybody that card if you want. But now, I have, okay, turn it so I can't see the card now.
Yeah.
Okay? Now this is a Sharpie pen. Okay? Call that, just get that point on top, I guess. Okay, so take that pen and write on the base of the card, not the red side. You can write anything you want. You can put your name, you can put your initials, you can draw shapes. What you're doing, Debbie, is you're making that a very special card that exists nowhere else.
Okay.
Because I'll have to produce that very same card, right? Okay, I'll give you the cards now, okay? Put yours on top for now. Okay? Now, do you watch detective shows? No, I remember years ago, there was a guy named Columbo. All right, a lot of us remember Columbo. Now, if I was dealing with grade school kids or something, what? Well, they would know.
Columbo.
Yeah, who's that? But Columbo is a famous detective, and there's a term called forensic evidence. Okay, forensic evidence means that if I touch your glass, I'd leave my personal fingerprints on that glass, and Columbo would say, I can prove Jerry Armstrong touched that glass because my fingerprints would be there, right? You actually touched that card, and you actually written on that card, and you might even put put your fingerprints on that card, right? But that card should still feel like all the rest of the cards, shouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to try something very difficult. I'm going to shuffle those as long as you want me to shuffle. And when you say stop, I'm going to see if I can find your card. Okay? Stop there? Okay. Now, a magician is supposed to be fast, right? That's what we're told. So I'm going to see how fast I can find your card, okay? Done. Okay. Your card should be right on top. It is.
12.
That quick. So let's try that again, okay? Say stop whenever you want to say stop.
You can't let us see you find it.
Stop.
Stop there, okay. I'm going to turn around and see if I can actually do that again. Find your card. I think I can. Having a little harder time, Debbie. I got it this time.
Try to put big fingerprints on it.
Yeah, I can. Take the cards. Yours should be right on top again. Take a look.
Uh-oh.
It's not?
No.
Uh-oh. It's not there either,
I
huh?
hid it. Is it in your pocket?
You know where I think it might be?
It's not on me.
I think it might be in that box over there.
No.
It wouldn't fit in the box. Can we look in it?
Open up the box. Look inside.
It's the card.
Here's the card. See it?
Can I open it?
Okay. I just want
Or
that.
let them do
See that? Okay. Okay. See the card? Watch. Okay. One more card. Okay. One more card in the box.
it. Really marked now.
That's why I'm going to let you keep that as your
All
signature.
right, thank you.
So I
I
never.
should have went for an ace.
So that's why I'm never playing with a full deck sometimes. This is kind of interesting. This is a real puzzle, okay? And these are real horseshoes, okay? A guy with a welder welded one chain link on the end of each one of these, and has one chain link that's free. Then he has this little ring on here, and the object's trying to figure out how to get this off. Okay? I'll show you. I'll do it once, and then see if you can do it. Oh, that's it, Mark.
Don't tell me you're going to put a horse on me.
Now that would be. I've never done that yet. Don't give me any idea, but I try. So, there. Okay, the ring's off. Okay? I'll see if I can put it back on again. It's almost just as hard to put it back on. All right.
Yay!
It's on, okay. Anybody can play with that and try to get it off.
I know.
Yeah?
I mean, I know
Like-
I can do it.
Any of you that like puzzles, go ahead and try it. So,
I know I've got that same thing coming. I can't do it.
oh, you have the same puzzle?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to show you how to do it.
I would like to see
Okay,
that.
okay. But it does come off as you've seen. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and here's a rope I have, and let's see, to make sure this rope don't come apart, doesn't have any magnets or trapdoors, I'll let you have one side and the other one side. Give it a good pull on there. Make sure
Here,
it's
go
all
for it.
solid.
I don't see anything else
It's
here.
been squeezed before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a solid rope,
It's a
right?
solid rope. And we agree.
I know it's a solid rope because I actually have a good jerk on both ends.
I don't know about
Yeah. Oh, you have a good sense of humor. Thank you. Okay. Now, this is something that takes a little longer to learn. This isn't one that you learn overnight. Okay. I choked myself a lot starting out. Okay. See this knot in the front? I'm going to pull that all the way through my neck. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Chris Angel does the same thing with a chain. It's the same principle.
Yeah.
Pulls a chain through his neck. I see him go over to a garbage can. You know, just take the chain off there and then wrap it around his neck and pull it through his neck. So, but you can do it with any solid rope like that. In fact, let's see. Do you have a ring on?
No.
Don't you? Okay. I have 2 rings. Pick one of my rings. This one, okay. Take that ring, put it on the rope. Okay. Put it about in the middle. Then put it on my hand. Okay, now put the rope on both sides, one on each side. That's right. Just let it hang down. So see the rope can't come off because of the rope like that. Okay. So there's the ring. I'm going to close my hand up so it's still there. And I'm going to try to make this ring disappear off of this rope. Okay? Watch close. Okay? Close my hand. What I'm going to do is take this rope. I'm going to wrap it around my hand. And I'm going to take it like so and wrap it like so. Okay, there. Now, you know your magic words? Say abracadabra. Touch my hand. All right. Now, I'll wrap it here. Gone.
Whoa.
I need more rings like that, but I think I know where it's at. So yeah. There it was. I got my ring back, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. I like a lot of noises. 4th of July, it's a lot of fun. All right. Okay. Turn your hearing aids down so it don't hurt you. Okay. I'm going to pop this for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're all waiting up.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. You're just poking.
With this?
Yeah. Just a regular balloon, but in the hands of a magician, we can do some really unusual things. You know, you don't normally see. A little tiny needle, you almost make it believable. That is really big needle. You wonder how that can actually go through a balloon. So,
Yeah,
have you? Okay. Where did you travel to?
Aruba.
Aruba. All right. Would you like to go on a road trip with me? Here.
Sure.
All right. Okay. I have a card. But here, these cards are just a regular deck, but they're not really because I have 2 jokers in here too. I have the black joker and the red joker. So I have a total of actually 54 cards here instead of 52. On this side over here, I had specially made to where each one of these flags represents a country where you go on a vacation with. Here's what Greece looks like, and that's the 8 of hearts. Brazil, what is that? That's 3. So each one's different. Russia, so different card behind each one. South Africa looks like that. Okay, get some that you kind of know. Let's see, Italy, you might know that one.
I've been there.
Italy? I love Italy. Where in Italy did you go?
She
I
wants to go.
haven't.
Oh!
Plan on
Oh,
going.
in the Air Force, I spent 9 months over there building a missile base. So,
Our dad was in
Was it? Yep. So,
World War II.
World War II. I was the first, one of the first Americans to show up in this town since it was World War II, and this has been a long time ago. And so, when I went to communion there, and all these cameras went off, and I thought, what the heck's going on? Because I thought that was a big deal, how Americans just going to communion there. So I made a lot of good friends there. It was Japan. So I had a wonderful time. But what I worked for is for President Reagan, and this is what pretty much ended the Cold War. This missile base was so powerful that we could almost destroy every square inch of Russia. It had so many missiles there. Half the missiles were traveling all over the island, the other half was stationary in the base. And I was hired because I was trained how to build what's called a no-break system, where you can't sabotage the electrical system. And so I built that where the missiles were always able to go. So, but now the Iron Curtain went down, but looks like it's coming back. So read the news and so. Okay, enough of my history. Okay, but I got 33 years in the Air Force, so I'm retired. So all these different, there's one right, remember? Great Britain. Okay, that would be a 2. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to predict where you're going to go, okay? Got it, okay. There's the card, so I can't touch it. Okay, now, I already predicted what countries you're going to pick, all right?
Okay.
How I'm going to do that is there's 54 different cards here. You can pick any card that you want. But I already know what you're going to pick.
I don't want the Joker.
I didn't think you'd take the Joker.
Okay.
Pick any card. I want to try to influence you by showing you the cards. I want to be totally fair. Isn't that fair? Got a card in your mind?
Oh, I'm so dead. Okay.
You got, okay. What's the card you have in your mind?
Italy.
No, the card.
Oh, oh. Oh, gee.
Any card.
It's a quiz.
How about Ace of Hearts?
Ace of Hearts.
Mhm.
You want to change your mind? You want to stay there?
No, Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts. Okay. I knew that.
Oh.
I knew that already. Okay. There's Ace of Hearts. But don't look at the back yet. Okay. Okay. Now you can look at the back. Show everybody. Canada, right?
I'm going to Canada?
That's what I predicted, see?
Oh.
Canada.
We can go to the falls.
Oh, yeah, I'll go to Niagara.
Of all those countries, you
Canada
picked
side.
Canada.
Oh. Oh.
There you go. I think you guys are going.
Okay. Well, Niagara Falls is pretty.
It
Yeah.
is pretty.
You could have picked any card you wanted.
Yeah.
You pick that one. Canada it comes.
I was picking Italy for you.